Three, two, one.
What's going on, folks, and welcome into this week's edition of Trees 3 here on Sports Tree. As always, I'm your host, Connor Roundtree. We've got a great show to run through today. Sunday is a massive day in sports. We're recording this on Saturday to make sure that we get all that action that you need to know. We've got Logan Paul actually boxing on Saturday night. Tommy Fury versus KSI. Logan Paul versus Dylan Dennis. I can't believe we're actually talking about it, but people are talking about it, so we'll break down, predict that. We'll give you all your MLB best bets and things to look out for. We'll give you a pick for each of the series, both the NLCS and the ALCS. And then, of course, we have NFL football on Sunday. Go over and check out Third and Long now. That breaks down every single NFL game. This show, we're going to specifically talk about a few bets that we want to cash in. And then, obviously, all of our bets are over on sportstree.ca. Let's jump right into this with what's going down on Saturday night in Manchester. Tommy Fury versus KSI. I can't believe Tommy Fury's only a 3-1 betting favorite. Dash 300. You bet 3 units, you win a unit. Tommy Fury is going to absolutely murder KSI. I think people really forget that Tommy Fury is actually a boxer. Yeah, he was on Love Island, but look at his lineage. Look at his family. His dad is John Fury. His brother is Tyson Fury. This guy trains with the best boxer on planet Earth daily. It's his brother. This doesn't compute to me. KSI, I understand that he's athletic. He looks like he's in phenomenal shape. But the guy's a YouTuber. At the end of the day, yeah, Tommy Fury got famous because of Love Island, but he's been sparring his entire life. Take Tommy Fury in that fight. As for Logan Paul versus Dylan Dennis, just stay away and watch this for entertainment. There's just too much going on for me to take this fight as a legitimate fight. 6 3-minute rounds. First of all, neither one of these guys is going to gas in that limited of time. Secondly, Logan Paul is juiced to the gills. Thirdly, Dylan Dennis is just an asshole. I don't really know why I'm going to be watching this, other than the fact that I know people are going to be watching this and wanted us to talk about it. So here's what I'm looking for. I wonder if there's a prop bet for Dylan Dennis to land a takedown. I know it's a boxing match, but it just seems like something he would do. He's just a dick. Look at all the stuff he's been saying about Logan Paul's fiance, all the pictures that he's posting. It's not classy. And he threw a microphone at Logan Paul's head the other day. Logan Paul's acting like he's the best boxer of all time, creating promos that he's some underdog. He's a 5-1 favorite. I might just sprinkle Dylan Dennis for the payday. You bet $1 on Dylan Dennis, you walk out with 5. Why not? Now that I'm done my rant, first fight is Logan Paul and Dylan Dennis. Stay away from that one. Just laugh. I'm sure we'll get some funny clips from that. We'll put them up on our social medias. And then for that main event, make sure you lock in Tommy Fury. I actually have Tommy Fury parlayed up with Tom Kim. Tom Kim was our best bet earlier this week to finish in the top 20. He's currently tied for 26. He made the cut, and he's heading into the weekend. So I like Tom Kim to get up into the top 20. I like Tommy Fury to win by knockout, and that pays plus money. Or Tommy Fury just to win that fight. Tommy Fury by knockout pays plus money. I don't know if Tommy Fury is going to knock him out, but he'll win this fight. He's long. He has the range. He has the experience. He's got a nice jab, and he's got a powerful cross, too. So I think Tommy Fury should be able to do a little rope and dope on the athletic KSI, but a KSI who is in well over his head. All right, folks, let's jump over to the MLB now. We have another bracket buster for you. Our MLB bracket challenge is brought to you by Neal Brothers. Simple ingredients, incredible taste, the chips and dip worthy of a championship. What I am so lost on is how the Dodgers just fell flat on their face. Well done, Arizona Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks won that series, and they punched their ticket to play the Philadelphia Phillies. And if we look at this matchup here, I'm going to have to favor the Phillies in this one. That's right. Lock in the Phillies. All these picks are brought to you by Neal Brothers. The Phillies, they had the better ERA throughout the season. They had the 15th best starting pitching ERA to the Diamondbacks' 21st rank. Diamondback relieving pitching ranked 18th in the league. The Phillies ranked top 6. So the pitching matchup clearly favors the Phillies. I also think the Phillies are just feeling themselves. They look amazing. I'm going to take the Phillies to win this one. They have the obvious pitching advantage, and then I also prefer their batters. I think they have better sluggers than Kyle Schwarber. I think they have better emotional players that can hit home runs and get on base like Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper is just a gamer, and I'm not betting against Bryce Harper anymore. So give me the Philadelphia Phillies to beat the Arizona Diamondbacks. In the ALCS, Battle of the Lone Star State. These two teams actually had identical records through the regular season in the AL West. Both teams posted 90 and 72 records. However, it was Houston that won the tiebreaker, so they got the bye. But that might have been the worst thing for Houston, facing this Texans team that has not lost a game this postseason. They swept Tampa Bay 2-0. They swept the Baltimore Orioles 3-0. Just ran right through the AL East. This Rangers team is legit. They led the league this year in home runs, in hits, in runs scored. The best OPS in all of baseball entering the postseason. I love the Rangers in the underdog spot, plus 120 to go out and win this. I think they have the better team in the fold. I think they have the better batting lineup. Furthermore, they also have Max Scherzer, who could be coming back. The 3-time Cy Young Award winner may just be back in the lineup. If he keeps developing, if he keeps feeling better, he could be pitching in Game 7 of this series. We don't know. I'm going to take the Rangers to win this in 6, plus 120. I love the way the Rangers are looking heading into this. The Astros only went 39 and 42 at home this year, so I don't think the Astros are going to carry a home field advantage into this series. So give me the Rangers, give me the Phillies. Those are your predictions for the ALCS and the NLCS, brought to you by Neal Brothers. Head over to shop.nealbrothersfoods.com. Pick up all your Neal Brothers products that you're going to need for this championship series, and obviously put in a big order of some chips and dip for the World Series. I'm telling you guys, this salsa, I've gone through like 4 jars of this sweet heat salsa since we started this partnership with Neal Brothers. I'm telling you, it is the best salsa I've ever had in my entire life. All right, folks, now it's time to talk a little NFL Sunday. Head over to sportstree.ca right now, and you can get all of our picks for NFL Sunday. You can also watch Third and Long, which breaks down every single game. We're just going to run through really quickly and highlight some games with bets that we have, and then obviously head over to sportstree.ca to get the rest of it. Cincinnati is hosting Seattle in that 1 o'clock slate, and I like Cincinnati at home on the money line, dash 150. Joe Burrow looked like himself, threw for over 300 yards last week. This Seattle secondary is extremely exposed on the back end. So I think that Cincinnati can spread the ball around, and I think they can mitigate Seattle's rush attack by forcing them to pass the ball by going up early, and that's what I like from Cincinnati. So give me Cincinnati to win that game at dash 150 on the money line. San Francisco at Cleveland. I have no idea how this game opened up as only 3.5-point favorites. The San Francisco 49ers are now 9-point favorites. We got on it earlier this week. We bet San Francisco at dash 3.5. Now Deshaun Watson is not playing in that game. Make sure you use San Francisco in a parlay spot on the money line. Covering 9 points is a lot, but it is doable. Houston is hosting the New Orleans Saints, and I have no idea why the Saints are basically an even money pick. I think the New Orleans Saints proved a point last week on defense. I said going into this season, they are one of the elite defenses in the NFC, and they just shut out New England at home. The first time that's happened since the 70s. This defense is legit, and Derek Carr, man, he looked really good last week. Obviously, he's a hit-and-miss quarterback, but this Houston defense, it has holes that I think Carr and his receivers can exploit, especially with Alvin Kamara running the way he is, just rushing the football. I think that's going to open up lanes over the top for guys like Chris Olave and Michael Thomas. Jacksonville hosts Indianapolis, and this is another one I like on the money line. Give me the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're fresh off getting back from England, 2 weeks in England. Hey, it must have been nice. A little crumpets and tea, dearie. Well, I'll tell you one thing. They ate up the Buffalo Bills last week in London, and that's a good sign, especially when you're going to be going home to play the Indianapolis Colts. Give me the Jacksonville Jaguars. Las Vegas versus New England in that 4 o'clock Eastern time slot. Give me the Vegas Raiders. Look, New England looked horrendous last week. They back-to-back weeks they pulled the quarterback Mac Jones for Zappy, and I don't think that they have the tools to go out and push the ball against this Las Vegas defense. Max Crosby's going to be all over the place in this one. He's going to be in Mac Jones's face, and I think he's going to take him down. Make sure you take a Max Crosby prop bet for a sack and take Vegas to win that game just out of how bad New England is. Detroit and Tampa Bay. Give me the over in this one. I think these two teams score. I think this is a bit of a gem. Tampa Bay being 3-1, hosting the 4-1 Lions. I don't think any of us expected only 2 losses between these teams to this point in the season. Both these offenses are fun. Mike Evans should be back in the lineup, so Baker Mayfield has his go-to guy, and this Tampa Bay defense is extremely gettable through the air. And Detroit, well, they just know how to make games exciting, so give me the over in that one. Arizona and LA. This is, as we said, our survivor pick of the week. Give me the Rams at home. Cooper Kupp came back, caught over 100 yards. Went for over 100 yards in his return. The guy did not miss a beat. I think this Rams offense looks really good, and this defense is rounding into form. Give me the Rams. The Philadelphia Eagles have never lost to the New York Jets in the history of their franchise. They're 5-0 this year, and I like them to go 6-0 and beat up on those Jets. Then Sunday Night Football, the Buffalo Bills will dominate. Daniel Jones, he's hurt. He's out of the lineup, and that might actually be the best thing for this Giants team. Tyrod Taylor will take it over. At least he's a dual-threat quarterback, who can extend plays with his legs. However, this Bills team is coming off an embarrassing loss in London, a game that they probably should have and could have won. Now they get to go home under the primetime lights and play the lowly New York Giants. Take the Bills to cover the spread in this beatdown and slaughter. Folks, make sure you head over to sportstree.ca right now. Get all of those NFL picks. Sign up. And remember, if you upgrade your subscription, you can upgrade your chances to win some awesome prizes, including cash money and tickets to see your favorite teams play live. Speaking of winning tickets to see your favorite teams play live, here's your trivia question for this week. Now, one of our best bets this week is Max Crosby to get a sack. That made me think, well, who has the most sacks in the history of the NFL? Well, I want you guys to answer that question for us over on sportstree.ca. That's your trivia question. Go over to sportstree.ca, answer that question right now. Who has the most all-time sacks in NFL history? Answer that question, and you're in to win a pair of NFL or CFL tickets to see any team that you'd like to see play live. Folks, I'm Connor Roundtree. Cheers. You've made it to the weekend.
3, 2, 1.